Again, ladies and gentlemen, I just had a moment of technical difficulty because I had forgotten to mute my stream. As I was saying a moment ago, we are in Minecraft version 1.7.10, playing in the Natural Magic mod pack, which I've recently discovered along with the YouTube channel of its creator. This mod pack is basically focused on using the power of nature to shape the world to your whims, pretty much. There's a lot of magic mods. There is, what do we have? We've got Baubles, which I'm not quite familiar with. Thaumcraft, Ars Magica, couple of my old favorite mods from 1.5 and 1.6. Let's see here. We've got the Lucky Block mod, which is quite interesting. Basically, if you're not familiar, it's a block that pretty much looks like the question blocks from Mario Bros. Games, and when you break it, it gives you a random thing from an assortment of both positive and negative items it can drop. It can spawn structures, sometimes structures that are designed to kill you, and just random stuff like that. We have Archmagus, never heard of that one. The Artifacts mod, I watched a couple videos on the WTF Geeks, that's geeks spelled with threes in the place of the E's, if you're interested in checking it out. The creator of this mod pack, he went into, on his very first episode, an artifacts dungeon, which randomly spawns in the world, containing some powerful magical artifacts. We have the Archimedes Ships mod, that's another of my old favorites. You can build large-scale airships or aquatic ships and travel the world, basically. Backpack mod, very useful extra storage. I've added a couple of mods myself. Batty's Coordinates Plus for Forge, so that I can keep track of where in the world I am and how long I've been recording. I completely forgot to get the Biomes O' Plenty version of the Biblio Woods add-on for Bibliocraft. I'll probably do that at some point. Let's see. He actually did re-add forestry. I'm not up to date on the videos, but in the videos, the last videos that I saw, he had mentioned that he had removed forestry. Apparently he's re-added it. There's Botany, which I assume is a submod of forestry, but I'm not sure. Genetics doesn't really sound like it fits in with the theme. Blood magic, I've been watching Parv from the Yogscast. He's just relatively recently stopped a series on working with blood magic, so that's definitely something that I'm interested in looking into. Botania, which is the magic potential in flowers and plants. We have colorful portals, which allow, I haven't looked into how to use that yet, but it allows you to build different types of portals for inter and intra-world teleportation. Chococraft, which is Final Fantasy Chocobos. I'm definitely a fan of that being in. A bunch of different structure spawning. The Doom-like dungeons, dungeon pack. I think roguelike dungeons is in. There's Ender Storage, which I've always been a fan of. The upgraded Ender Chest, which is linkable to a network, and Ender Pouch. We have Fastcraft, which apparently, from what I understand, does some sort of behind-the-scenes tweaks to basically make the game run faster. Let's see, Forbidden Magic, Fossils and Archaeology, a lot of stuff that doesn't seem to fit in with the magical side of things, but we have Lycanite's mobs, that's a lot of challenging and unique random spawned mobs. Magical crops, as any Yogscast fan would recognize from Shin's Farm. Falling Meteors mod. That, I believe, is pretty useful. Some unique ores from space, if I'm recalling which one that is correctly. A bunch of mods from iChun, the mob amputation, mob dismemberment, hats and hat stands. I'm not sure what else. We have open blocks, Pam's Harvest Craft and Desert Craft, Xeno's Reliquary, and there we see, I was right, Roguelike Dungeons is installed. Sanguimancy, which sounds like another take on the idea of blood magic, but I haven't really looked into it. Soul Shards Reborn mod, that's quite handy. Tinker's Construct, some Thaumcraft add-ons. Trail Mix mod, the Twilight Forest, and the Villager's Nose mod, which I only just found out about yesterday in the not the most recent, but the most recent that I've watched video from the creator of the pack. And basically what that does is it's a little bit sadistic but very useful and amusing. You can use shears to chop off the noses of villagers and plant them to grow your own villagers. Alright, now that I've gone through a lot of the interesting mods that are in this pack, I'll get to actually getting into the game. Going to use, if you want to play along, I'm going to use the seed Omega Streams Magic. It should, if you type that in with capital O, capital S, capital M, and spaces between, it should result in the same seed if you decide to play along. I usually turn this on for emergencies, in case I get stuck in a hole without tools or anything, but because I'm streaming and this is all about adventure, I'm going to leave it off this time. I am, however, going to turn this on, start with a random assortment of bonus items, nothing overpowered usually. Wood or stone tools is the strongest thing you'll usually find in one of those. And I'm going to name the world the same thing as my seed, just so that it has a memorable name, so that I remember this is my live stream world, which is also my YouTube recording world. And let's get going. Has a moment of load time as usual. If you're using a lot of mods, it will generally take a little bit longer to load. And I haven't added any really... Oh, this is a nice spawn. Mushroom biome. I've never spawned in one of these in okay, this is a nice spawn, but this is not what I'm going to go with because I realized I added Biomes of Plenty, but I did not turn on the Biomes of Plenty world type. So we're going to do the same options again: bonus chest on, cheats off, world generation, Biomes of Plenty, which is not in the pack by default. I've added Biomes of Plenty, which is the only mod that you'll really need to add to play along as I'm playing. The other mods that I've added are just the HUD with the coordinates and countdown or timer stopwatch, and then an IRC add-on that will allow me to interact with my Twitch chat in-game. Okay. Same seed. Omega Streams Magic. To avoid accidentally getting the same world, because I know that sometimes it doesn't properly delete. I don't know if they fixed that bug, but sometimes it doesn't properly delete the folder, and if you enter the same world name, it will just give you the same world again. So the title is going to be Omega Streams Magic exclamation mark. We're in survival, and everything in here is the same. Only things I've changed in here are what I changed last time: bonus chest on and Biomes of Plenty world generation. And let's see where this lands us this time. Okay, here we go. Not mushroom biome, but not unfavorable, except for the fact that oh, no, not a large cliff, just the world wasn't loaded. Okay, stone pick, a little bit of food, some wood sticks, an axe. I'll leave the fossils because, for one thing, that's not really the type of game I'm going for. I may be in a Hoenn Kyoma lab coat, but I'm not going for the science-y playthrough today, because the pack I'm using is dedicated more to magic, so I'm going with that. And got my hotbar sorted. Let me just make sure that I am... Oh, just make sure that I'm actually... hold on. Let me Twitch chat back. I am now connected. I don't know how to change what I'm chatting to, so I'll have to... Let's see. I'll have to... Okay, I think I'm... Okay, where did it say how to join a Twitch channel? Slash RC join. Pound or hash. Am I doing this right? And then just the username of the channel I want to connect to, which is my own channel.